Hey everybody, I got my Vampire The Eternal Struggle Anthology set in. I actually got two, and only cost me 30 euros each, plus 28 euros shipping, so for those of you in the States, that was about $105 plus some change, and it showed up in this nice yellow box with red lettering and red inking. So you can guess how it traveled from Europe to the United States. And it actually, from the time it shipped to the time it got to my house, was probably about 48 hours. Anyway, good on White Wolf Publishing and the company that owns them. Much appreciated. And thanks for getting me these two awesome sets. Oops. So let's get that box out of the way. And these are what, excuse me, Cthulhu, these are what showed up. Right there. So as you can see, let's get an older card. The difference between current and previous older editions. So no Watsy garbage down there. Anyway, so that's what came. I got two decks. They say that if you buy 12 decks or one deck, it's the same shipping. So, yeah, there are people trying to sell these on eBay for $100 a pop, and I got two with shipping for $105. Inside the box, there were these cards. So right off the bat, you can see the set symbol. It's the Brandenburg Gate of Berlin. So this is the Berlin World Championships, World of Darkness. I will link to where you can buy the set in the description, and more information in the description of this video on YouTube. If you're watching this on Board Game Geek, we're going to open one of these and go through it. And I am not a Vampire the Eternal Struggle expert. I am just getting into the game. I use Amaranth to build decks. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I do understand some of the mechanics of the game and a little bit about it. So let's just go through these 14 cards that were included, just randomly floating in the box. I don't know what sets these are from, but they are definitely from the Berlin Anthology. So we got an action that requires those two skills to get +1 stealth. And if you are master or advanced, excuse me, I believe that's the term, you can get that wall of text down there. So this is my favorite skill, if you will. It's animalism. That's the set symbol, or the, not set symbol, the symbol right there for animalism. So animalism, as a direct action, you can bleed at +1 bleed. And if you are advanced animalism, you get Frenzy. And a direct action against Methuselah to enter combat with and lock any vampire. So with the Anthology, they made the term and changed the term to lock. You do not tap in this game, you do not untap in this game, but you lock and you unlock. In that combat, that vampire is considered the acting minion. So Deep Song, I will be using this in my Gangrel deck. Eyes of Argus. Field Training. So that requires some blood right there. Deep Song again. So thank you for the extra Deep Songs. Azure Tables, I think I'm going to be playing this. I don't remember if I have this in my Amaranth deck. Okay. Zephyr, only usable after resolution of an unsuccessful action. Unlock this vampire at the end of the turn. Or, if they are advanced in whatever that skill is, unlock this vampire. It's like an instant. Cool. Okay, so here's our vampires. There's a Camarilla vampire. He has these skills. I believe that's unaligned. Should just have a bishop. advanced animalism, and I'm not sure the other two symbols. Cards requiring a cost of animalism, 1 less blood. Good deal. And independent. It's pretty creepy. But anyway, those are the 14 freebies, if you will. So let's open one of these 100 card decks. Pretty stoked. Ooh, let's see, is that the way? Nope, it goes this way. There it is. Let's see. Not that hard to open. Alright. Here we are. So, group 6 can be used with group 6 and 5. I don't think there's group 7. So that's our first one. It's group 5 vampire. Pretty advanced. Homer. And that's pretty creepy. New blood. Bruja. Is that Bruja and Tribute? I'm not sure. Probably is, because that's Bruja symbol. I do know that. So you get a lot of 4 or 5 vampires here. These are Crypt cards because of the tan background. Anarch Convert, that's any. It can be used in any of the groupings. Let's get all of our vampires out. Let me see. There we go. These are all the vampires. Joseph Fisher, Independent Anarch. Ymir. Big fan of the Gangrel and the Gangrel and Chibu. Anyway, the Fallen or the Shadow Embraced, the bad guy, the Tainted, if you will. So, like the Gangrel and the other Gangrel, personally. Fan of the animalism here. I think this one's in the deck I'm brewing. A lot of group 5s. So group 5 can be used with 4 or 6 and 5, of course, but you can't use 4, 5, and 6 in the deck. You have to use 4 and 5, 5 only, or 5 and 6. So a lot of the more advanced, if you will, vampires here, which is probably why they were printed and reprinted. There are, I believe, 2 vampires that are new to this set. So if you play Vampire: The Eternal Struggle, absolutely, definitely grab a deck, go in with a friend, grab a couple, split the shipping to these states. Definitely think it's going to be good. Definitely something I am going to be using to brew my decks. So those are the vampires. I'll link to the full spoiler down at the bottom of this video, at least in YouTube. And let's take a look at the other cards. So there's some, they said LARP and Library. Not sure what LARP is. Might be new. There's the Asher tables. 3 of those. And there's Carlton Van Wyck. Deep Song, 4 of those. The Cog requires a vampire with capacity 10 or more, only usable after resolution of successful bleed against your prey. Cool. Eyes of Argus, 4 of those. Field Training, 4 of those. Heart, good deal. 4 transformations. Legacy, 4 legacy. The Line, 1. Liquidation, 1. Monastery of Shadows, the unique location, +1 hand size. So, in this game, as soon as you play a card, you draw a card. So it's instant refill a hand. So instead of being 7 hand size, you have 8. So you lock to get vampire with capacity 8 or more +1 stealth. So, okay, cool. It's a Bruja location here. +1 bleed and +1 vote. Venture, get 1 vote. Or -1 vote. Cool. Probably gonna put that in a Bruja deck. Alright. Unleash Hell's Fury. Alright, so I know that symbol means burn. The Unmasking. Do not replace until your next discard. Allies get +1 intercept against vampires. Have to look at what that, or how that card would fit into a deck. And Zephyr. Alright, so there are the 100 cards from the Berlin Anthology. Let me know what you think. Oh, move over here. Definitely more of the advanced vampires, because they have the skill symbols shaped like diamonds instead of, or they're tilted on their side, not squares. I guess there's 3, any, 5, 6, 4s, 5. So anyway, I'm glad I was able to pick these up from White Wolf while they're still available, because Vampire being not played by many, I believe there are 15,000 people registered with the VTES website, and probably about, I forget if they said 1,000 or 1,500 were active right now. So not many folks playing the game, but there are events leading to the World Championship, World of Darkness, and folks still play this. So if you're into it, or getting into it, or considering getting into it, I would definitely grab one of these anthology decks. I don't think they're print on demand. They might be, but originally these cost 150 euros or 130 euros, and it was only available to the folks attending the World Championships this year. So now they're for sale for 30 euros plus shipping. If you play like Magic the Gathering Commander Edition variant, there's no lands in this. There's no basic lands. So if you're going to buy a deck at Walmart and get 35 basic lands, you're getting all killer, no filler with this. So I would definitely, even if you're in the States, I would consider dropping a C note to get 2, just to have. Anyway, let me know what you think. Just getting into this game and looking forward to trying to find someone to actually teach me how to play and actually play it. Really want to get cards into sleeves. That's the other thing with this game. Since I brought it up, mention sleeves. Whoop, just turn it this way. Leave the gangrel, because I'm a big fan of animalism and gangrel. So if you're going to play with mixed cards, mixed set, mixed back cards, it's recommended you sleeve or have a sufficient number of either, so you can't tell the difference. If you're playing with a game like this that is not really in print and the cards are rare or expensive, sleeve your cards. I mean, seriously, it is not that hard. If you're going to spend $100 on 2 decks to get, $6 for 100 sleeves, Ultra Pro, matte finish, get them. I'm not saying double sleeve your cards, but not yet. Not with this game. But definitely for 100 matte pro or matte finish Ultra Pro sleeves, do it. I mean, the game's not in print anymore. You're gonna save your cards, and you'll thank yourself later. Anyway, let me know what you think of the video. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Bye.